holding this in just a plain fist, all right? Don't put your thumb up. If you put your thumb up, while it will give you more control over the tilt, it will also break your thumb. If someone pushes back on this Madu while I have my thumb up, I'm liable to break my thumb. If I have it in a fist, my wrist is a lot more forgiving, and my elbow will bend before my wrist will break. My elbow will not bend before my thumb will break. Oh, yeah. I'll hold this stuff. All right. You want to keep it held out to present an obstacle to your opponent. They're going to be unwilling to cross this plane. The plane being what's denoted by your Madu, flat surface, okay? You want to hold it so that your fist is in line with your elbow, so that you offer very little options as far as wrapping to the outside. Keep your fist in line with your elbow. If I have it to the inside, it's easy to wrap this forearm. If I have it too far to the outside, it's easy to wrap my chest or slot my shoulder. You want to keep it right in line. Okay. So, like that. Not that. Not that. That. You want to keep this in a flat plane. You want to keep it straight up and down. If I have it tilted out, it's easy to knock out. Okay. If I have it tilted back, that's not what you do. Oh, there you go. It's easy to go over the top, so you'll push it back. If I've got it straight and in the right place, it just bounces off. There are two regions of defense for your Madu. Your Madu side tall, your Madu side short. Madu, whatever.
Madu.
English. It escapes me. If someone is swinging high on you for like a shoulder slot, and you're not going to want to riposte or respond, you just want to block it, just pop it. Okay. It's just a straight up and down. There's no tilt, there's no left right, just straight up and down. And you're actually trying to rim their sword with your shield. You don't want to knock it away. You're not just blocking, you're actually knocking it out. I don't know if you can tell, but there's actually a good amount of force coming off the shield into his sword. Okay. Now, if I'm actually interested in responding to what he's doing, if he swings for that same shoulder, swing and stop. Okay. I can trap it here, twist it out, and I can either go for the arm, I can go for the stab, depending on what equipment he's got. I can step in and come down. I can step in and come past. Okay? And that's by blocking the outside. What you're trying to do is you're trying to catch it right here. Trying to catch it at the juncture of the shield to the spike, right? And you're not trying to knock it away, you're trying to actually catch it and control it. Same thing to the inside. The inside, you catch and control at that juncture, push it down, pop the arm. Now, the outside is better if I'm fighting just a single person. I have a lot more options and actually a lot more control. Okay? Against multiple on one, where I can't afford to step into his line, the inside is better. So I can throw this while backing up, because it's his closest part to me. Which means I don't have a lot of exposure. I can keep going backwards and his friends don't get pot shots at me. Alright, now the second section for defense on your Madu side is short. Low. If someone swings for the outside of your leg, just drop the spike. You can see it's going to pin out against my leg. It's going to pin out against my leg. There's no real way to get through it. They can't really wrap past it. They're basically screwed. And then you hit them a lot. Okay. It's just a straight down. If someone swings to the inside of your leg, for whatever reason, don't try and block it, just step back. Just step out of range. There's a good number of reasons to do this, which are kind of complicated, but basically anyone throwing to the inside of your leg has an agenda, and you don't want to play with them. You just want to let them do whatever and step the hell back. Because that shot has no real value. They're throwing it as a fake or a setup for something else. It takes too long to land. If they were really interested in hitting your leg, they just wrap the outside. So just step back and ignore them. Reset. If they keep doing it, and they're really dedicated to it, you can punish them by taking the arm. good because it's got an automatic setup built into it. All right? When someone tries to deep wrap your hip, like that, go ahead and throw the hip again. Okay. What I'm going to do is I'm not going to move my hands or my shoulders at all. I'm going to move and block the shot and hit him in the arm by bending my knees and twisting my hips. As you can see, my hands are not moving. Everything I'm doing is bending the knees and moving the hips. So what I'm doing is I'm starting here, I'm bending my front knee. I'm then rotating my left hip backwards. And then I'm popping my right wrist. It's all one fluid motion. Okay. What I'm going to show you is the basic bread and butter Madu center grip, Madu punch strap thing setup. I work with it with the engine. I'm going to start my basic stance. I'm going to offer him my shoulder. I'm going to do so by dropping my guard. Okay? Not this one, I'm putting it as you can see, but this guard. Goes from here to here. When it does that, he's going to try and cross. Everyone crosses, I don't know why. So, he's going to cross. I'm going to block. I'm going to step in with my back foot, which is my sword foot. My body remains where I just was, and then I make it catch up with me and go past. Alright? So at full speed. Oh! And that was a completely real reaction. Now that we've shanked him a couple times, he's very nervous. He's going to pay a lot of attention to this, more so than is healthy. What I'm going to do, start with my basic Madu forward stance. I'm going to drop this ever so slightly and push it forward. Just a little bit, and bring it immediately back up. I'm just feinting, or faking, I probably should do that. I'm feinting like I'm going to throw the shot. This is going to cause the shield to come down, and his sword to go over there, out of sheer fear. I stop with the shoulder. Again, come down, forward, block, pop. Full speed. As you can see, as soon as I'm done throwing the fake, I come back up and step in. Even if for some reason what I'm going to do is start in my normal Madu side forward stance. I'm going to offer him this side. He's going to swing for it. As he does that, I'm going to step in and proactively block or riposte it. Okay? You can see I've actually crossed pretty high, and our grips are basically touching. I've really got a good lock on his sword. Notice that the foot I step forward with is now crossed with my back foot, what is now my back foot. I'm then going to spin on my front foot. I'm going to kind of pivot around his arm here, swing my back leg around, stab, come off, and then throw the shot as my now back foot lands. Okay, you have to see it from a couple angles for it to make sense. Offer, throw, block, step, stab, throw. There you go. Offer, block, step, stab, throw. Spins are actually easier to do at full speed because your momentum carries you around. At half speed, it actually feels strange. Offer, step, stab, step through. And I'm elbowing him in the back, but I'm okay with that. Going to throw, going to step, going to drag my back foot around, spin, stab. Notice I'm actually not trying to hit him in the ribs. I'm actually aiming for his kidneys or the small of his back. Don't try and catch someone in the ribs with this, you'll hurt them. Or you could hurt them. Less accidents happen if you try and aim for the softer parts. Step out, pop.